Okay, welcome back to the channel. Since that last video I did where I gave you my thoughts and my little thinking, I'm gonna do another one today. And today we're gonna talk about car dealerships and how I personally believe that charging over MSRP, that is over manufacturing suggested retail price, is really gonna come and bite them in the ass here pretty damn soon. And I'm gonna share a story with me. So I'm walking on the sidewalk right here. They're building a brand new dealership right here at Centennial Toyota's building a brand new one. And we're gonna walk by the car dealership that I went to during COVID. And I wanted to buy a car that looks just like this, a GMC Yukon. If you watch my content for a little while, I really liked the style, I really liked how they looked. So I went up to the dealership and they said, oh, we have two of them right now. And I'm like, great, do you charge over MSRP? They said, no, we don't do that. Then I arrived and I said, hey, I called about this, GMC Yukon. And they said, okay, it's in the back. Do you want to go see it? I said, I absolutely want to go see it. They said, well, in order for you to test drive it, we want $10,000 deposit. I'm like, okay. I'm not even comfortable that I want the vehicle yet because it was the C71 package, or like the off-road package, that I wasn't really keen on getting. And I was like, I don't know how it drives, so why would I put a $10,000 deposit down? So then I said, oh, just come check it out in the back. So I looked at it in the back of the dealership, and I said, oh, the window sticker says $25,000 over MSRP. It's like, yeah, didn't they tell that on the phone? I'm like, no. So it's like, yeah, the car is about 80 grand, and we're gonna charge you another 20,000 on top of that. With taxes and everything, registration included, it was gonna cost you $100 and something thousand for a GMC Yukon. This isn't a limited edition truck. This isn't any type of one-off series where it's gonna hold its value forever and you can basically sell it for more than it's worth now. Because you can find a similar car now for way, way less. So now we're coming up to that dealership that trying to take over MSRP, so purely profits. And I'm gonna tell you why that's gonna hurt them in the long run. So when you're gonna go to a car dealership and you have a bad experience and you're gonna be buried in your car loan, you're gonna have the hardest time getting out of that car loan. And when you're gonna think about getting out of it, you're gonna go back to that dealership and they say you have about $20,000 in negative equity. And then they're gonna be like, oh, what are you gonna do? Well, roll it into the next one. But banks aren't gonna do that. And now, check out, this is right where they wanted me to pay $20,000 over asking price. So, where was I? So I said, no, that ain't happening. And I wrote him a review on Google. Would I come back here? And now this is to you, to all your car people, your car lovers, and your salespeople. When you had that bad of an experience with a car dealership that they wanted to charge you so much more over MSRP, do you think I, as a customer, am going to go back there? Even if I see a car that's a little bit more cheaper than another dealership that didn't do it, do you think that I will come back here to this dealership and buy a car? Let me know in the comments below. But for me, I can make the decision that even if they have the best deal in the whole nation, I probably wouldn't go back just because they were trying to take $20,000 in profits and I was going to take the big L on it. But they have nice cars, the lot is full, and it got back to normal. So these people that paid so much money over asking price are buried in their car loans. And I've already talked about that video where this woman on my shorts, you can see that, where this lady bought a Kia Telluride and it was $40,000+ over asking price, and she wanted to trade it in, and she paid the negative equity was $30,000. $30,000 negative equity. This is how much the average American household makes. And who in your right world thought that that was a good idea for you to take out a loan that it is over asking price, that is more than double what it used to be. So let me rephrase that. So what I'm saying is that before you could get it at MSRP, now you have to pay. This lady paid double. So for a thing that goes down in value, you've basically paid double that price. Yes, I know people had free money, but this all came to a halt. And so what is that going to do to dealerships? So you buried these people with $30,000-$40,000 over asking price. A year or two later, you can get the same car way below MSRP. And now, your car that you've purchased, you can get the same car for $150 to $200 lower a monthly payment than you did when you spent $40,000+ over asking price. So what are people going to do? Are they going to first walk away from their loans? What they might walk away from their loans. They might just say, hey, we're done, get a new one, and let's just let the other one get a repo on it. And by the time that all settles out, your credit's going to be good again and whatnot. But there's a similar thing in 2008 where people just walked away from their houses and said, we're done paying for that, and just walked away. And if you've paid that much for your car, you might as well then find a new one and just walk away from the old one. Because what are you going to do with $20,000, $30,000 that you've paid extra on top of? That is a half a year worth of income for you. So do you want to, and that's without interest, right? So you just paid, you worked 6 months just to get that car over asking price. And now you can say, I can work 6 months less and retire early, 6 months early, if I just walk away from the car. And trust me, if you're going to walk away from a dealership because you charge so much and you had salespeople that were just shoving it down your throat with all these ads on, you're probably not going to go back there. So Vroom and Carvana have a pretty decent business model because they did not do that. So we're going to see if they're going to collapse or what's going to happen with them, because they're also having trouble selling cars. But hey, it all comes back to them. And I've seen dealership with signs that they've never charged people over MSRP, and they're still around, and they will be around. But when you start messing with people like that, it's coming back. Life's a circle. So you're going to be in some trouble, those people that sell cars over asking price. And yeah, let me know what else you want to see. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.